It was like Mary Poppins in prime time, but it took more than a spoonful of sugar for the stars of Nanny and the Professor to overcome the multiple tragedies that struck the actors.
I knew that he was ill. I didn't think that he was going to die.
When I heard what had happened, I cried, of course.
They spent almost 2 years together as the Everetts, but when the TV family's patriarch Richard Long passed away of heart failure in 1974 and youngest TV son Trent Lehman committed suicide 8 years later, former castmates Juliet Mills and Kim Richards were devastated. Mills, in costume for her current role on the NBC soap Passions, says Long's death at the age of 47 wasn't an entire surprise.
He knew that he had a bad heart. He knew he shouldn't drink and he shouldn't smoke. And he did both. He drank a lot every night. He then would have to recover, the next morning and drink. He drank like 12 cups of coffee before noon.
There is the faint scent of conspiracy in the air.
Merely my blueberry muffins, Professor. Enjoy your lunch.
A couple of times we talked about it, and I said to him, but, Richard, obviously this is stressing your heart. It's not good for, your health. And he said, I have to live the way I want to live my life.
By the time you get in position, the whole tournament will be over.
Lehman's demise came when he was just 20 years old. After Nanny and the Professor ended its run in 1971, Lehman left show business. His mother moved the family back to their home state of Colorado in 1977, where Trent did odd jobs. In 1981, Lehman returned to Los Angeles, prompted, friends say, by a girlfriend. Not long afterwards, she broke up with him. In January of 1982, Lehman was found hanging by a belt from the chain-link fence of his former grade school, a suicide note in his pocket.
He was on one of the top shows, and Trent was, we were in like Teen Beat and Tiger Beat and all those magazines and People Magazine, and been like that our whole life, and all of a sudden, he wasn't, and I think he found that very difficult.
I loved him. He was my favorite, there's no question. They were all lovely kids, but Trent was a special little boy. I was shocked and shattered when I heard that he had killed himself.
By stark contrast, Juliet's own career flourished. She continued to work in television and film and is now relishing her passion's role as a scheming witch.
Are you on a field trip from the nut house?
The daughter of legendary British actor Sir John Mills and sister of Disney star Hayley Mills, Juliet raised eyebrows in 1980 when she met and fell in love with English actor Maxwell Caulfield. 18 years her junior, Caulfield is best remembered by American audiences for his role in Grease 2. E.T. was with the couple in 1984 when the two worked together on a theater project.
He's the most romantic man I ever met. Age isn't really important. It never bothered me. I never really thought about it. And it obviously didn't bother him. I mean, he asked me to marry him 6 weeks after we met.
If I thought my career would destroy our relationship, I wouldn't. I'd give up the business.
Caulfield is currently starring in the LA stage production Lemonade, directed by Sean Alquist, Juliet's son by her first marriage. A recent performance marked a true family affair for Mills, since her 93-year-old father and daughter Melissa were also in attendance.
Big family night, and I'm very proud.
For family, isn't it?
Yes, very proud.
While Juliet has remained in the public eye, David DeRemus, who played the part of the oldest Everett child, has been rarely seen. After the series ended, he had a recurring role in The Waltons and is currently the general manager of a mobile electronics company. Richards, who was only 7 when the show went off the air, also cut her career relatively short. She filmed several Disney movies, including Escape to Witch Mountain, and later even starred opposite Robert Downey Jr. in Tough Turf. But Kim retired from show business after giving birth to her first child, a daughter, Brooke, in 1986.
I thought I'd have my baby and go right back to work. And then I held her, and I'm like, I'm not putting her down, she's mine. And then I had another one, and I had another one, and then I had another one.
Twice divorced, today Kim is a single mom of 4. She's living in Arizona to be near her mother, who is battling breast cancer.
I was driving down Highway 111, and she called, and she said, Kimmy, I've got cancer. And I said, wait, let me pull the car over. I can't drive right now. So I pulled over and took took a few minutes, and then went right over to her house.
And I was given like 2 months to live. I've heard that one twice. You just can't believe it. You hear it and you think, they must be talking about somebody else.
Kim says she'd like to start acting again, and as for any regrets about being a child star, she has none. At least she's finally come to that conclusion.
E.T. asked me that a long time ago, and I had to say yes, and I have to tell you at this point, no. Because now I have 4 kids of my own, and everything I didn't get to do that I wanted to do, like go on field trips and ride on a school bus and, you know, do all those things, I do. I feel like, if anything, I've had the best of both worlds. I've made it all the way around.